Right, I think we're live. Are we live? I think we're live. Is this working? Yeah, I think so. Um, Welcome to the listening party. I'm Wildes, although you probably know that if you're watching. But welcome. If you've got any questions, please send me your questions. We're gonna have a little Q&A. We're gonna have a little listen and a little sing along, and let me get some music going. That's better. I've been waiting for today for such a long time, and it's been a bit delayed for reasons out of my control. But here we are. It's been released, and it feels pretty good. So, yeah, any questions, please send them to me in the chat on YouTube, and we will get answering them. But why don't we start by having a little listen to the song in question? I hope you're ready.
Bitter memories digging up the treasure I sunk. Love your enemy, maybe you can keep them in front. How would you know what if she would have done? How would you know I'm a woman in love? Is it jealousy keeping you from letting me go? Why's a melody sitting like a lump in my throat? How would you know everything I'll become? How would you know I'm a woman in love? I'm a woman in love. I'm a woman in love. I'm a woman in love. Queen of holding my tongue, queen of holding my tongue. I'm a woman in love. 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 And I beat every drum, and I beat every drum. I'm a woman in love. 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 Queen of holding my tongue, queen of holding my tongue. How would you know what if she would have done? How would you know I'm a woman in love? How would you know what if she would have done? How would you know I'm a woman in love?
There we go. I hope that worked. I had a horrible feeling everyone was just sitting there in silence while nothing happened. But I think it worked. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and thank you for waiting for what's basically been 2 years since I last released a song. Obviously, the pandemic was a bit of a pain in the bum and stopped me from doing things. And I've been sort of, master planning from behind the scenes. My album is done. All the singles are done. Everything's ready now to be out. And I'm just, I'm so excited for you to hear it. It was actually a kind of instrumental, pardon the pun, part of my life, and something that I really hung on to over the last couple of years. It really saved me from a lot of mental health issues and gave me a really great thing to focus on. Right, questions. So apparently someone wants to know how you pronounce my name. It's Wildes, like Oscar Wilde, but with an S on the end. Wildes. Hi Bob, thank you for joining. Yeah, go for it, absolutely. I always just love sort of blasting out a vocal. I'm generally pretty quiet in my life. I think, but whenever I get in front of a microphone, there's a lot of reverb. I can't help but scream. And it's a great emotional outlet. I highly, highly encourage it. Everyone's being so nice and encouraging. God. So this song was the first song from my album that we started recording. And as soon as it was done, I sort of knew that it would be the song that we'd be releasing first. It just felt right. And it's a new record for me of writing a song under like 4 minutes, which is kind of, it's a big thing for me. Everything is always quite long and drawn out, but I think I nicely summed up everything in this. I wrote this song in probably March or April 2020. Right as lockdown started, I basically retreated to my studio and decided to write because I had nothing else to do. All of my shows had been cancelled. Everything had been cancelled for the year because there was so much uncertainty surrounding COVID. I'm sorry, that's an aeroplane going overhead. But I wrote it. It was just an outlet. It wasn't meant to be this album. I ended up rewriting the entire album from like March 2020 onwards. And it served me well because it was all written in like the same headspace and the same sort of emotional place. So it feels really cohesive, and I'm just really excited for you to hear it. So I've had it for a while. I started recording it in sort of November 2020 on and off, and then I've been waiting to release it ever since then. So you can imagine how painful it's been sitting on the song. Not painful, but annoying. Mia has a question. What's your creative process when writing a song? Do you start with the lyrics, melody, or the beats? It changes every time, I think. I never start with beats because I've got a terrible sense of rhythm. I've got a good sense of rhythm, but I'm just not good at initiating it. I normally start with a melody. I sit down in front of my computer or with a guitar or at the piano and just sort of play around and sing something over chords and just see what catches. And I just go from there. And one of my favourite sort of methods is once I've got all the chords mapped out, I'll just sit in front of the mic and gobbledygook my way through and just sort of see what my subconscious is trying to say. And that's always been the way that I've worked, and I kind of ignored it. I ignored what my subconscious was telling me for a long time. And I started listening to it in 2020, and which is really what this album that's coming out this year is going to be about, and what this song is about. It's just sort of really noticing and listening to how I'm feeling and actually acting on changing, because I had lived with this nice, shiny, happy, content facade, and actually I was pretty unhappy and going through a really dark time. John Silvers, hey dude, this feels like a new sound for Wildes. Can you tell us more about that? Yeah, it's funny. This is the first single that I think I've really felt is really all me and fully embodies me, and it's one of the first songs for a while that I felt a real strong pull in the sound, and I knew exactly what it needed to sound like. I've always been a bit associated, I think, with pretty atmospheric soundscapes and cinematic soundscapes, which is a great thing to be associated with, but all of the music that I grew up listening to is indie rock music, a lot of Motown and soul, and I just wanted to reflect that in my own music and make it a bit more soulful and make it a bit angrier, because I've been through some shit shows in the last couple of years, and you need to talk about it. It's important to talk about it. Conversation is really important, and I couldn't sit down and write this album without being honest. And so I think the new sounds just come from that, and broadening my taste in music and my perspective, and I've just allowed myself to be influenced by all the right things and blocked out all the wrong things, which takes a lot of practice. Oh, thank you. Someone listens to Ghosts in Suits. Yeah, if anyone wants this to be on a TV show, please email the TV show or like tweet them, and tell them, because that all helps. You know, you got to shout about it. Diddy, what are you saying? Do you write in the picturesque places you post on Instagram? No, I don't. I go to nice places for inspiration and just to absorb it, and I can take that away with me. I always feel like I need to be in a really safe place to write, because it's quite a vulnerable thing to do, even if I'm just on my own. So I normally like writing in the same sort of places, or I write in my home studio, which is where all of these songs are written on the album, which is my sister's old bedroom. Shout out Lucy, it's where we are right now. And another place that I love writing is the studio that this was recorded in, which is an amazing place in East London that is owned by my good pal and the producer of this song, St. Francis Hotel, who saved me big time. And this album is as much his as it is mine, so please go and check out his music too. He's great. Can I tell you more about my upcoming album? I can. Oh, I can't tell you the title yet. I was just going to tell you, but I've got to keep some things back. Yeah, it's a breakup album that was written before the breakup had happened, and it was very cathartic. And actually writing this album gave me the confidence to implement big changes in my life that I've spent the last couple of years sort of getting used to and getting over and dealing with. But it will be out later this year. Next single should be sometime next month. I'm not going to tell you too much, but I promise you I'm never again going to release a song and then leave it like 10 months. I'm not going to do that. That's over now. How did I come up with my name? Wildes is my mum's sort of maiden name. So my surname is Walker, but we've always been really close to that side of the family. And my mum's mum, my nana, they're all sort of strong women who've really been through the ringer and just have the strongest characters and the biggest balls of anyone that I know. And I always felt like it was just a cool name. It's kind of mystical, kind of interesting, and I wanted to try and take a bit of that and try and live up to the name, which I'm always trying to do. And I think this song and this album is a really good effort to live up to that name. Shelley O'Brien says breakup albums are transformative and hit different. They are, and until I had to write one out of necessity, I didn't realise how transformative they are. I kind of stopped listening to a lot of music when I went through a breakup because it was just too sad and I couldn't handle it, and you just needed to sit in silence for a while. Silence is also important. Pauline, when can we expect to see you on tour with a new album? I will be hopefully doing my own show, definitely a London show in the next few months, which I'll announce really soon. And then the album should be out sort of autumn this year, and I'll be doing a tour hopefully with that. But I can't wait to get out there. I've got a show tomorrow at West Hampstead Arts Club, courtesy of the wonderful people at Leafy Outlook, and I'm really excited. And in the past I've always been pretty nervous about doing shows for all manner of reasons, but I've been rehearsing the last week or so, and I just feel really confident and I feel good, and I feel like people are going to enjoy these songs, and that's kind of exciting. Right, who wants to hear an acoustic version of Woman in Love? I do. Cool, let's go. I hope you enjoy.
Bitter memories digging up the treasure I sunk. Love your enemy, maybe you can keep them in front. How
you know what I've seen, what I've done? How would you know I'm a woman in love? Is it jealousy keeping you from letting me go? Why is the melody sitting like a lump in my throat? How would you know everything I'll become? How would you know I'm a woman in love? I'm a woman in love. I'm a woman in love. I'm a woman in love. Queen of holding my tongue. I'm a woman in love. 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 And I beat every drum. I'm a woman in love. 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 Queen of holding my tongue. How would you know what I've seen, what I've done? How would you know? Oh, I'm a woman in love. How would you know what I've seen, what I've done? How would you know I'm a woman in love? Lovely airplane turn that, because that was so loud. Oh, it's such a fun song to play live. It really is. It's like short and sweet, and it's just great to get angry with it and let it all out. I highly recommend it. Instead of smashing stuff up, just go and get a guitar and like scream. Thank you so much for your questions and comments. Right, where are we? Your lockdown session will let you go say medium. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad. It's so it's always crazy when people like relate to your songs and have emotional experiences with them, because writing can be such a insular activity, and I never write with anyone else in mind, because I think it can just make it, you just lose the magic if you're trying to do it with other people. But it makes it even more wonderful when people listen to it and do relate, and it's kind of crazy how music has the power to do that. So thank you for letting me be part of these moments of your lives. It really does make it a special thing, and it's such a pleasure and an honour to, never having met you, be part of these really intimate moments. Kim T, I guess this is somewhat a personal question, but can you tell us a bit more about the meaning of the lyrics behind Woman in Love? Yeah, so Woman in Love is all about sort of the facade of like being in love and appearing like you're really in love and happy and, you know, having a great time, and everyone thinks, oh, you're fine. And there's a pressure, I think especially women feel in society, to always be happy, always be chirpy. You know, you get a weird guy walking past you in the street saying, cheer up, love, or smile, love. And I think there's pressure on us to always be okay and not let anyone know if there's something wrong. And for me, I did that for a number of years. I was in a really vulnerable situation, and I was just too scared to be honest about how I was feeling and to get myself out of that situation. So this song is about not wanting people to assume how you are, because they look at you and think, they make an assumption about you and your life, when actually there's always, with all of us, so much more going on below the surface that we're trying to keep control of. And it is a bit of it's a pissed off song, I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of anger behind it, a lot of things that needed to come out. But yeah, it's just about sort of not putting up with rubbish anymore from anyone, and refusing to be silenced and refusing to be told that you've got to get on with it. And actually, without sounding too existential, you can make all those changes in your own life. You just got to change your perspective. And that's what I've done. And that's why I'm feeling so excited about this music, because it feels honest and it's completely me. There's no one else trying to tell me what to do or tell me how to do it. It's all me. Tausif Ahmed, it's a dream of mine to watch you singing live. Yeah, honestly, I can't wait to come and do shows. Please always let me know where you are, and I'm going to write them all down and make an effort to come and visit all of you and do some shows. I won't forget about Poland, of course not. Poland's an amazing country. I've got some wonderful friends from Poland, and I've never been, and I really want to go. So don't worry, I'm going to come. John says, when will the next song be released, and would you consider the album a collective of songs that came to you all at once from the same subject matter, or was it very separate? You know, the first version of this album that I started recording in February 2020 was songs that I had written throughout my life that I had pulled together, sort of somewhat desperately, because I was I was lacking inspiration, shall we say, and it just didn't feel right. So when lockdown happened, I sat down because I was stuck at home and I just wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote, really as an emotional outlet. And then I sort of realised that this was the album, and I just hadn't noticed before that, you know, it did make a huge difference to me to have all these songs from one period of my life that were all exploring themes of one really dire situation that I was in. And I listened to the songs and they really resonated with me. And then I played it to other people that I was, you know, members of my team, my publisher, my friends, and they were all like, dude, this needs to be the album. You got to release this stuff. So thanks to them for encouraging me. It came to me all at once. It took a while for me to like massage these songs out of me because it was a very pent up situation. Yeah, I also love the lyric Queen of Holding My Tongue. That's my favourite line of the song. Am I the only one having fun? Someone says. No, I'm having a great time. I'm having loads of fun. How long did it take you to write Woman in Love? Was it a quick process or one that you mulled over for sorry. Was it a quick process or one that you mulled over for a while? This song was really quick. I wrote it really quickly, probably like an hour, 2 hours. And it's such a short song, it kind of makes sense that it didn't take me very long, but once I had found that guitar going from major to minor and the sort of chugging away of the muted strings, it just sort of took on a life of its own, and I was very much just there to witness and try and mould it into some sort of shape. I think the lyrics with this one actually took me a while. Normally I do a draft of lyrics and I just run with it, and I only amend it if someone else suggests and I agree with them that it might need fixing. But this one, it felt like the first song in a really long time that I had really been honest with myself, and I wanted the lyrics to be perfect, so I think I took a few days over those and came back to them just so they were the right amount of honest and biting and sarcastic. I always really enjoy being sarcastic in songs. If you know me, you might agree that I'm a very sarcastic person. And I wanted that to come out in my music. I didn't just want to be sweet and sort of cutesy sounding. So yeah, Woman in Love is definitely resonating. Thank you, I'm so glad. Michael Galvis, I will be doing a Los Angeles show at some point. I need to come back. I haven't been there for a long time because of COVID, but I will be back. I've got some people that I love very much there, and I need to visit them, and I will of course coincide it with a show, because why not? And it's a great place to be for music. Adam says, I can't believe you have a full album completed and you're gatekeeping it. Adam, give me a chance. I've got to release it, a few more, and just sort of like warm my hands up again. It's been a while. I've been out of the game and now I'm back. But of course we want everyone to to be on board for the album, so we got to put in the time. But don't worry, I'll send you, not you specifically, or maybe if you want to. I'll send you all. There'll be little things along the way. I've got a couple of live sessions that are recorded for this single and the next single that will be going up online soon. That I recorded with some really amazing people in a really wonderful studio. Recorded all on film, so it looks sick. But yeah, exciting. Gild the Lily, I think it's just a demo. Maybe one day I'll record it properly. It was sort of a placeholder until this song was ready to come out. But I really love that, and it's the first song that I produced myself that has been released. I mean, it's not... Look, I'm not going to win a Grammy for the production on it, let's be honest. But I love that song. It feels good. That was super honest of me. Mike says, this song feels bluesy, a deep soulful start and explosion of anger in the second half. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, it is definitely bluesy. We were really listening to a lot of blues at the time when we were recording it, and also listened to a lot of the Beatles, PJ Harvey, who we actually bumped into in the recording studio, which I think was actually probably quite influential on the song. As soon as we did, we went back into our room and started listening to her and just sort of ranting on about how great she is. And I wonder if we hadn't seen her that day, how would the song sound? Probably similar, but not the same. Just gotta be open to all of these experiences, guys. Let the world influence you. I might do another song. This may or may not be the next single. This is a really emotional song for me. It's another sort of realization moment. It's called Lightly. And when I was writing this was also right after I wrote Woman of Love, and it was another big sort of emotional realization for me. I was listening to a lot of that new Waxahachie record and just sort of inspired by how great she is. Cool. Let's go. Let's go. This is called Lightly.
I think I see it on the horizon, now I feel it. And I'm alive, but am I breathing? Fill my lungs so I can scream it. When I cried on the floor on a Saturday, oh, I knew there was more just waiting for me. I think I see it right out where the sun will set. Maybe I'm dreaming. I dream when I'm found with the signs of the sun, signs in the sky. I wanna see how this road lies. I'll rage on, brave and kind to my rivals. And maybe I love the way I can fall on my feet, keeping my own kind of Bible. Maybe I love how I feel in the wind. I'm the breeze so light. I'm light. Oh, I'm light. I'm light. I'm light. Can you feel it close to you? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Let it in, I dare you. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Maybe I love the way I can fall on my feet, keeping my own kind of Bible. Maybe I love how I feel in the wind. I'm the breeze so light. I'm light. Oh, I'm light. Oh, I'm light. I'm light.
That's so cheesy at the end. Oh gosh, all the feels. That's an emotional tune. And I was wondering where I should play it actually, but the version that you'll hear, it sounds completely different to this. So I feel like it's different enough. You're all so nice. Thank you for your nice comments. Shelley, what are you saying? I do appreciate how it's not a gendered song. You can be a woman in love with a man, or a woman, or anyone, and feel the emotions. Absolutely. Love is love. There's no, I don't want to have, well, obviously, unless I'm talking about myself, gendered music, but my music's for everyone. This is always a safe environment, and so many of my friends, you know, and me as well, we are all part of the queer community, and you just gotta support each other, and you know, love is love and heartbreak is heartbreak, no matter who you are into or what you're into. So oh, thanks Mary Hennessy. one of my favourite people in the world. Yes, any more questions, let me know. I have to say, I've really enjoyed having an angry, pissy song. Very much so. Something that I've been trying to do for years and never found the right way to do it. Hi from India. Hello. Your favourite is circles. I love circles too.
If I win, you'll give me a reason to say.
I'm not going to play it now. I'm so here for the new sound. I'm a man in love with a woman in love. Oh, Adam, thank you. I'm here for the new sound too. And it's funny, it's been a while since I sort of started doing this new sound and recording it, but I guess no one's heard it. So for me, this just sounds like me. But I appreciate that it is new to you all. So I'm just happy that you like it. Because this feels like the most authentically me music that I've written. I really feel ownership over this, and it's that cheesy phrase of pouring your heart out, but I really have done that. So thanks guys. Do you know what, I'm gonna play circles. I'll do it just for you. We're all here for a good time. Maybe I'll stop halfway through. That's not how it goes.
If I win, you'll give me a reason to say it. I've been tilting over, but I'm not gonna fall in to these motions, scattered with our words never spoken. Ooh, 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 ooh. All the circles that we move in remind me of the love we've wasted. If we're searching for the same thing, then why are we still suffering. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Dreadful silence, waiting for the moment to break it. I've been slipping, but I think that I'm gonna make it. Where did we go? I lost you in the smoke, and I've tried patience, but we've just overgrown all the circles that we move in. Remind me of the love we've wasted. If we're searching for the same thing, then why are we still suffering? Ooh, 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 I've been falling short lately. I thought love was true, but loneliness won too. Love's been running out, maybe I'll find solitude without you. All the circles that we move in remind me of the love we've wasted. If we're searching for the same thing, then why are we still suffering? Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh.
There we go. That was unplanned, but that was fun. Let's put the music back on. Gosh, I have just warning. That was a bit dodgy. I have had tonsillitis and COVID, so my voice is not what it was, but not too bad either. What are you guys saying? So many memories. I know, so many memories. All the circles. So many circles. Do you know the funny thing about circles? I wrote that song with a really good friend of mine about something that he'd been through, and I didn't realise at the time that actually I was going through the same thing. And it's always been a special song for me because it was written with him and it has a lot of meaning and we just both love it. But I now see in hindsight it's because I relate to it and I didn't even let myself realise that I related to the song. What are you guys saying? We like unplanned. We do like unplanned. Well, some unplanned things are good. Some are not so good. I lost you in the smoke. This line always hits different. I need to admit, I don't think of a breakup when I listen to Circles, but there are so many lines that make me think of something else. That's the beauty of songs, right? Just because I write a song about something doesn't mean that you have to relate to it on the same level. There are multitudes and so many different levels that music can be relevant to you. And even if you're listening to, you know, a piano, acoustic, instrumental, and there are no words, that can take you back to a really specific memory, and that's the joy of music. My favourite is Bear. Been listening to it for years when times got hard. Oh, thank you. I want to pronounce your name properly. Miuri Ken? I'm sorry if that was wrong. But it's hard to play an acoustic because the neck's not long enough on the guitar. So I'm not going to do that, but you can imagine it. Adam, circles and true love will always make me cry. Oh, don't cry. Well, I kind of like when people cry at my songs. It makes me feel like I've done my job. Okay, let's just do a little quick true love. Why not? We're going to do a little true love because it'd be rude not to. We're all here. We're all here. All 21 of us.
Take me out for a night. Oh, you can wait and see. You're so scared to have faith in the world, but I wanna make you believe in true love. True love. You tell me I'm like a fairground ride, oh, but you're just stuck in your ways. We've been low, but sorry if you follow me all the way. I've been waiting on another star to fall before we know it's true love. True love. True love. True love. Look in your heart and the mark you made on me. Wait for eternity. You're so scared to have faith in the world, but I wanna make you believe in true love. 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 True love.
I nearly forgot the lyrics to that. Halfway through. It's good, that song, but it gets a bit repetitive when you play it on guitar. What are you guys saying? John Silvers, the word artist can no longer be taken for granted, especially after COVID. There's no room for mediocrity. No, there's no room for mediocrity. And I sort of feel like I've stumbled through my career so far, being slightly mediocre, but no more, guys. I'm striving for excellence at every point, and this album is really excellent, if I do say so. Mayfly, hey babes. Do you ever get writer's block? If so, what's something you do to get past it? I haven't had writer's block for a really long time. But I do think it's important that we have time away from writing and creating things. If I'm ever struggling, you just have to not put pressure on yourself, because nothing will ever come if you're not in the right headspace. So I just leave my computer and go and eat something, always, or go and read a book or watch a TV show or just do something to make me laugh. And don't pressure yourself into trying to write, because it doesn't ever work. But you know that, you're an amazing songwriter. Or alternatively, take the idea that you've got and go for a drive and listen to it in a different location. That can help, or a big walk. Just got to love yourselves. Adam, crying emoji, heart emoji, crying emoji, heart emoji, crying emoji. Wow. I listened to Let You Go from the... Oh, thank you. Look, Let You Go was a really hard one to put onto acoustic guitar. I didn't feel like I could do the drama of it justice with the guitar, but I think I might have got there in the end. And Kit, we will be keeping this video. I think it will be in my playlists. Gosh, I can't believe so many questions have been asked. Thank you so much for watching. I think maybe our time might have come, unless anyone's got any more questions. This song in the background, by the way, what do you think of it, if you can hear it? It's a great song. It's an unreleased WILDES song that I would love to release one day, but it's got a lovely sample in it from a really rare psych band from the 60s, and it costs a lot of money to buy that sample, so one day you'll hear it when I made a bit more money. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching and listening. I always love talking to you, as you all know. And it's just such a pleasure to play that song live. I can't wait to do it tomorrow at this show that I'm doing. Thank you for your generosity of time and for listening and for sharing this song. This is just the beginning, and I'm so excited to share the rest of this music with you. It's all very emotional for me, and I hope that translates, and I hope that you find something in it and it speaks to you in some way. And if it doesn't, cool, because I'm really proud of it, and that's enough for me. Everything else is a bonus. So yeah, thank you guys. Have a beautiful evening or day, no matter where you are, what time it is. You're loved, you're appreciated. Love all your friends, tell them that you love them. Thank you for making this day so wonderful. God, so much love here. So many thanks. This wouldn't be happening without all of you, so thank you all for tuning in and for supporting my music and for being so patient. I've taken my sweet time, but I'm back now, and I'm ready to rumble. So thank you so much, guys. I'm not singing Let You Go because I've forgotten how to play on guitar. Thank you all. Have a beautiful time, and I will see you very soon. I'm going to go and have my dinner. Bye.